messed up on, I thought I was going to be able to do something that I was not able to do as far as doing this live. So it didn't work. So for those that were waiting on the other video, I am so sorry. I couldn't upload on that video. So I'm trying to delete it, that other video. Live streams. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Come on in. All right, so I'm going to cancel that. I would like to just delete it. It won't do it, huh? Cancel. Okay. All right, it won't let me delete it. Okay, I'll have to do that later. Hey, guys. My van looks like a house. I am in one of the Vanner family members' homes. She's in Richmond. She came to the meetup. And I kindly asked if I could park in her driveway tonight because I did not want to go back to the Cracker Barrel. And so she said, sure, of course. So I'm here. And the funny thing is, she's gone to work. So she's at work. So thank you so much to Miss C. Miss C is the one who called the public library and got us the room for the meetup. So it was me and two other beautiful women, Miss C and Miss B. So yeah, it was a fun, intimate meetup, which they usually are intimate. I think the biggest one I've had so far is the Annandale, Virginia one. But anyway, so let's talk about this here book. I am very safe. I'm in her house by myself. So if anything should be, if anyone should be uncomfortable, it should be her because she don't know me and she left me in her house by myself. So I'm just saying, I could steal shit if I wanted to. Oh gosh, I just cussed. Sorry. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ding that. I'm sorry, YouTube. Don't ding my video. But no, I mean, I'm not going to, but I'm just saying she just went to work and left me here. So, hey, it was very sweet of her. I mean, I'm chilling. It's muggy and hot outside, so I don't have to be outside right now. So after this video, the sun should be down. I can go to the van and go to bed and be very comfortable. She offered for me to take a shower if I wanted to, so I'll probably wait and do that in the morning, though. But I'm here. All right, so I'm guessing the sound is good because I have not seen anybody say anything about the sound, so I'm assuming the sound is good. I've got my mic turned all the way up. This hair is driving me nuts. If I don't get some locks in this hair soon, I'm going to shave my head and just be a, what is it, the Dora Milaje from Black Panther and call it a day. But who read the book? Show of hand, emoji hand. Who read the book? Por favor, if you don't mind. All right, I am going to log on as my other self on the other cell phone so that I can, or maybe I can do it. Can I do it like this? I don't know if I can do it as my personal cell phone on the other cell phone. Oh, so that I can. I don't need to hear myself. That's for sure. Okay, so maybe I can. Hold on. Maybe not. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Hi, Judy. Judy. All right, I put a comment up. I got you on two devices trying to decide which one is best. I think I'll use the TV, but having our used to chat ignorant in Bainbridge, Georgia. Huh? YouTube chat? Okay, maybe your thing is saying weird stuff. I don't know. Okay, I just put a comment up, but I didn't see it come up on my screen, so I guess I can't comment like that. That sucks. Huh. All right, don't forget to do your thumbs up. So show up emoji hand. Who read the book? I missed that. Did anybody do it? No, nobody did. All right, just give me an emoji hand. We got to give at least 20 minutes to the book club because that's exactly what this video is. It's for the people that read the book. So if you read the book or even part of the book, even if you got halfway through, because this book was another difficult one. What is with these difficult books? I think this book was just on a level that I wasn't on. This book was deep for no real reason, I think, for me anyway. But I was just so confused. I had to listen to chapters more than once and I still was confused. So my part of this discussion is going to be completely bland, boring, and short. So I'm going to rely on those people that gave me the emoji hand. 1, 2, 3, 3 people that read the book. Okay, On Board is saying she read it in high school and it was an easy read. Okay. It wasn't easy for me. I'm sorry. I fell asleep on it, listening to it several times. So I understand that it was about, you had the PTSD, you had the suicide, you had basically murder. So it was just, I wasn't ready for that. Like I wasn't prepared for that. So, I mean, especially the mother killing her son, like, what? Wait, she just set her son on fire? What? This is what we're doing? And then, her and her daughter, I don't remember anybody's name, but her and her daughter basically was hoes, I'm like, wait, what? I don't know. This book was just too much for me. I couldn't do it. So I'm going to open the discussion for those that read it to give me your take on it. I just have my little baby light today and it doesn't seem to be doing too well. If I were to turn around, this light would be better. But then I have no back to the chair because I'm sitting in a chaise. I'm in a chaise. Maybe I should go sit in the dining room. But I needed a plug, so the plug is right here. The light over here is not working. Anyway, all right, so those that read the book, break some parts down with me. Okay, so Kimberly L says she got mad, angry. So tell me, Kimberly, why were you angry? What caused you to be angry? I'm trying to figure out how I can comment on this, and it's not letting me at all. I'm waiting. Someone said, so sister, I read it several years ago. It was difficult then and difficult to read now. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Okay, did anybody else have difficulty with this book, or when they read it in the past had difficulty with this book? Because for real, I thought it was just me. It was difficult. And I'm upset and disappointed because I like Toni Morrison and I wanted to really like this book. I'd never heard of it, but I saw it on someone who I admire's, reading list of their top, 10 or 20, I don't know how many books it was, list. And I was like, okay, well, I admire this person. And I've read a couple of Toni Morrison books and, watched her book adaptation to movie. Okay, you know what? I'm going to read Sula. Oh, wow. Yeah. It was just too not easy to follow. And they kept doing strange things, murders, sex. Yeah. Hi, Pishon. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was very strange. Ashley read it and she said it was hard too. Okay, so I'm not the only one. So okay, On Board is saying, and I don't know why I can't, is Bible file? Bible file? I'm not sure how you say that part. Anyway, it's saying that I need to read it and not listen to it. Okay, so maybe I should have had the actual book while I was listening and had the book too. Oh, if I put the phone over here, that gives me some light. I don't feel like going out to the car and getting the big light. That's why I have the little baby light. But it's looking real dark. I might have to. I don't want to do it. All right, I'm going to go out to the car. I'm going to take y'all out to the car. So we're going to keep talking, but I'm going to unplug you and take you out to the car with me to get the big light because this is looking real. And for the people who are going to watch it later. Oh, Lord. Ooh. See how nice and bright it is right there? If I were to just get a chair and sit right here, I guess I could do that, huh? But then I have no cord. I have no plug. And I'm lazy. Oh, I guess I should put shoes on if I'm going outside. I hope I'm not going to lose the... Someone says maybe that Toni was in the dark place when she wrote the book. That's possible. Yeah, sometimes... I don't want to be turning all her lights on in her house, but I'm going to see if... Where's the light for the living room here? I mean, the dining room. There's no light here. There's no switch. Oh, maybe it's here. Okay, how about we do that? How about we turn this light off and we just move? Because I'm lazy and I don't want to go out to the car. Just because. That's why. I know you didn't ask, but I'm telling you. All right, let me gather all my items. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. Give me literally 2 minutes, okay? Just 2 minutes. Okay, let me gather this. And let me gather this. Hold on. We're moving over to the dining room table. Okay, that's a glass table, Crystal. Don't be dropping your keys on the glass table. Don't break up the woman's stuff. Come on now. You like my shirt? It's a van life thing. You understand. You can have one too. It's in my Etsy. Actually, I think this is in my Teespring. I'm not sure. Anyway, the links are below if you want to look in both stores for it. But I do think this one might be in Teespring. So my laptop, I think I told you guys this already. My laptop died and my netbook wouldn't turn on today because I tried. I said, okay, what about if I use the netbook, the old netbook? Maybe I can update the browser and, you know, get online. It wouldn't even turn on. So there went that idea. I don't think this is going to give me... Nope. I don't have the long cord. All right, I'll have to watch my battery. It's at 100% now, but these live feeds suck up the battery like crazy. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm back. Is that better? Oh, that's so much better. It's better on my end. How's everybody's feed? Just give me a quick... the feed is good. You're not getting any feedback or weird... Okay, I'm going to have to move this microphone. Hold on. I know you can hear that. I'm sorry. Okay, so Rhonda's saying that she couldn't comment from her iPad. She hated the book. Okay. Hey, founder. Miko, right? Is it Miko? I'm going to get y'all's names. I should at least know the moderators' names, right? Is it Miko or Miiko? Miiko. Mikio. Mikio. Okay, Mikio. You need to change your name then. Shoot. All right, I'm gonna clip the mic here because my necklace is bothering it. But you guys tell me if you can still hear me clearly. If you can't, then I will put it back on my clothing. But I kind of don't want it on my clothing if I can avoid it. Oh wait, that's not working. Come on. Why is everything technical just ugh? Like seriously right now? All right. You can call me M. All my friends do. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you M. We have mostly women here, right? No, Mr. G. Mr. G didn't sign on. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. So can everybody hear me? I'm not taking questions yet. We're gonna do a couple more minutes. So nobody liked the book, basically. Who read the book and liked the book, whether you read it this time or not? Because I need to find one person that actually liked this book. Because I need to know why I'm not understanding it, why I'm not getting it. Like, what the heck is wrong with me? Ugh. I want to give at least 5 more minutes for this book. Because for real, this was like one of the horriblest book club. The Ellen DeGeneres book is going to be good, though. That's going to be fun. We'll have lots to talk about on that. So give me Road Wonder. Just give me a couple more minutes, like 5 more minutes, okay? And then you can hold your questions. I mean, you can ask your questions. So can everybody still hear me without the mic attached to me? It's loud and clear because there is a ceiling fan here. I want to make sure. Ashley said it made her think. Miss Harris says that she hated it. Disliked it. Too strange. Everybody's saying it. You can't judge this book by today's standards. It's deeply rooted in the discomfort and suppression of African American pain. Yes, that I got. I did get that much of it, especially in the very beginning where it talks about how the slave had worked to earn the land and the boss or the slave owner or whoever it was basically tricked him into taking the land up high and not the land on the valley where the actual soil was better, which is where the slave wanted it, you know? So it's, you know, so the black people ended up high on the, what do they call it? The bottom. They called it the bottom even though it was up high. But then they took comfort into the fact that they could look down on the white people. Basically, you know, look down on the white people. So that I understood. Those parts were not as bad to understand as just the death and the murder and but you're right. I mean, whoever said she was in a dark place, it could be. Beloved was strange and dark. I did not read that. I didn't read Beloved. I saw the movie, and that right there, I was just like, I can't. I don't even know what the heck I just watched. So yeah, I'm assuming nobody said anything about the sound, that it's fine without the mic being clipped to me. I mean, the phone is like right in my face practically, so I'm assuming you guys can hear me just fine. But and I kind of carry my voice. I'm kind of loud anyway. But yeah, so a couple more minutes for anybody that wants to voice their opinion of the book. And you know what? Actually, I don't even really remember the ending because I think I fell asleep on the last chapter like 3 times, and so I don't think I really even got the ending of the book. So yeah, I don't even really remember. My face is breaking out. My cycle is due. Completely off topic. Just whenever I see my face on the camera, it's like, oh my gosh, your skin looks so horrible. Anyway. Rhonda McKnight, how about Songs of Solomon? I never read that book, so that's interesting. Oh, you mean from the Bible, the Songs of Solomon? No, wait. Were you talking about the actual Bible? Or did she write a book called the Songs of Solomon? I don't know. You have to tell me, Miss Harris. What was the symbolism you got from the end, Ashley? Like, what? I'm breaking up. Okay. All right, let me go outside and get the big... Let me go get the big light so I can go back to where I was. All right, let's go outside so I can get the big light because we're going to be on answering questions and I don't want to be breaking up while answering questions. So let's go outside. I'll go back to my chaise, comfortable chair that I was lounging in. Going outside. Oh, Rhonda's saying that she's just not a fan of Toni Morrison. You're not the first person to say that. I've had a few people say that they're really not a fan of hers. And that's, hey, it's all good. It's all gravy. It is. Everybody's not going to like every author, so it's okay. All right, the big light. Here it is. Okay. Let's go back in. So this is where I'm parked. Wait, let me get up here and then I'll show you from the deck where I'm parked for the night. So can you see me? So that's where I'm parked for the night. That's where I'm parked for the night. Right next to the house. Nice grassy spot. It was very, very shady when we first got here this afternoon. So she has a couple of nice, really good shade trees. Okay. Whew. Let me go all the way, gather my stuff again, back and forth and back and forth, back and forth and back and forth, back and forth and forth, back and forth. Whose song was that? That was a song. An old song. Cameo, I think. Was it Cameo? Here I was looking forward to discussion. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Bible Pell or on board. I'm definitely down for discussing the book, but, you know, what else do you want to say about it? Let's do it. Do it quick before we do these questions. No one really enjoyed the book, but if you enjoyed the book and you have something you want to share, by all means share and help enlighten us. That's what the whole thing is about. Not just the reading of the book, but sharing your opinions and what you think of the book and all that. So, by all means, share what you thought of the book, because I personally want to hear what you thought of the book, because it was frustrating for me to not understand it, because I'm the one who chose it. So it's very frustrating to me to have had such a... Okay, there we go. Woo, Jesus. Woo, that is bright. Okay, hold on for a sec. Okay. Okay. Let's turn both lights on. Alrighty. I hate that my glasses always have a glare, but I need my glasses to read the screen. Okay. Is that better? Eduardo 88. Hello there. First time here. Mind if I hang out for a little bit? I can read. Yes, you, Eduardo, welcome. Yes, as long as you don't troll us, we all good. We're going to open this up to a live chat, just a regular old chat in just a minute. So, musical chairs with Crystal. Yes, indeed. Oh, my gosh. Ms. Harris says that she was on Oprah's book list. Ashley says, I think it shows the struggle of upward mobility for African Americans and how the white man prevented them from getting good jobs and moving up in life. Yeah, that's good. And also Ashley says the people in the bottom just wanted to have a good job so that they could have families and live, but they couldn't even do that. Yes, you're so right about that. It definitely highlights the struggle of African Americans in that time. I can't remember what was the time. What was the year time frame for this book? I don't remember the timing. The year. I don't remember. Let me plug this in since we're over here by the cord. Because that really does takes a lot of battery. Can you guys still hear me? Because I didn't. She wrote the book called Songs of Solomon. Listening to the review. Oh, okay. So she did write a book called Songs of Solomon. Okay, good. I know her story share Rhonda says, I know her story share an aspect of the Black experience, but I just don't care for her style. There are several authors that do the same, and I prefer their style, like Alice Walker and others. Yeah, I do like Alice Walker. You're right. They gave the jobs to anybody but the people that lived on the bottom. Yeah. You're right. I'm still trying to prop this light up because I didn't bring the other tripod in. I just have the baby short tripod, so yeah. Just propping it up against whatever I can put against behind it. Sula's birthmark was seen as a sign of evil, so all these things happening confirmed that for the town folks. Oh, okay. Early 1900s, mid time frame. Okay. Okay. All right. Last minute for anybody that wants to voice an opinion on the book, and then we're going to open it up for regular open chat. I have some mints. I'm going to eat my mints. Any last questions? I mean, not questions, but comments for the book. And then we're going to open it up to live chat, open mic, whatever you want to call it. And we'll take questions at that time. So, anybody want to voice an opinion about the book before we move on? I should probably go turn the dining room off. Ashley says again, what I find interesting is that by destroying the road that they weren't allowed to work on, they ended up killing themselves. It is really sad. Yes. On board, it's all good. I'm sorry, sweetie. Let me go turn this light out. I don't want to run her electric bill up. Okay. Oh, bibliophile. Thank you. Bibliophile. I'll probably forget that again. Bibliophile. Okay, thank you. Bibliophile. Bibliophile and M is M. Okay, I'll try to remember. I should, because you guys come on all the time. I should really remember that. I have such a bad memory. Okay. Open chat. Open chat. Move on, Mama. Bring in the questions. All right, open chat. Let's do it. Remember, for one of my moderators, please write down these rules. Questions in all caps with emojis. Oh, our next book. I'm sorry, Eduardo, you're new. So for those that don't know, we've already started our June book. This, unfortunately, was the May book club. Let me pull it up on the other phone. So questions are in all caps with some emojis on the beginning and the end to kind of draw my attention, or at least the beginning. Thank you. Yes, unless you have a broken caps lock key. Our next book is Ellen DeGeneres. Seriously, I'm kidding. If you go here on my channel to my book club playlist, there is a free reading. Ellen DeGeneres reads the book for free here on YouTube. And it's very short. That's what I'll be listening to. So this is our book in June 30th. We will be back here on June 30th to do the same book club, and it will be much better because this book it's funny, it's easy, it's quick. You can listen to it in, a day. You're done. So for free, go to my book club, my playlist here on my channel. I will come back and put it in the description box after this video. Processes, after we do our live and it processes, I'll come back and edit the description box and put the playlist link there for you. So in my book club playlist, every book that we have read is there. The only one that wasn't available to hear online for free was the I'm Judging You by Lovey Ajayi. That's the only one I haven't been able to find that you can listen to for free. But if you do a free Audible subscription, you get one free book and then you can cancel it. But keep the book on your Audible account. So if you want to listen to the Lovey, which I highly recommend you listen to that book. I'm Judging You by Lovey Ajayi. Go to Audible. And even if you have used Audible before and got it free, I'm telling you right now, thank you so much for posting the link, M. So what you can do is use another email address, because most people have 2 or 3 email addresses, a work one, a personal one, a spam one that they use for spam stuff. If you have never signed up with one of your other email addresses, log on to Audible with an other email address to get your free month and your free book and download a book there. I've done that. You can do that with Hulu and Netflix. You can just use your other email address and get your month free or your 7 days free, however, whatever the free trial is. So anyway, you can do that. Whatever. All right, questions. Let's see. Next time, by Bibliophile says, next time just pick a Terry McMillan. Morrison is more for academic discussions. Heck, I read it for school and I'm old. All right. Thanks, Founder. Or M. Founder, you are female, right? I think everybody here is female. We don't have very many guys. I looked at my analytics for YouTube, and my age and gender is, my highest is so the age range is 45 to 65 and female. That's my demographic. So we don't have very many men in the Vanner family. 60 this year. Emoji hand claps. The big 60. Yay. So yeah, we don't have very many guys in the Vanner family. So Eduardo says that he will go to the library, comprehend better when I see the words in print, and it's 60. Well, hi, Eduardo. I'm assuming that Eduardo is a gentleman, but if you aren't, that's fine. Let us know. Because I don't want to be getting anybody's gender wrong, and doesn't mean the gender you were born with, whatever you identify with, and you want to correct me, please do. I am not offended because I don't want to be offending anyone, so that's perfectly fine. If your name is something that I think is male, more male oriented and I get it wrong, please let me know. So, yes. So questions again in all caps. Yes, they did. The men came out last night for Freaky Friday. They was on for that. So let me know if you were on Freaky Friday last night. We're not discussing anything that we discussed there. I just have a question. If you were on Freaky Friday last night and you think I should save those videos as an unlisted video and maybe put them on Patreon as a monthly subscription, that you would pay like $15 a month to have access to all 4 of those. And we may go further into the summer. I'm not sure yet. So I was thinking, I deleted yet last night, so I don't have last night's. I completely deleted. As soon as it uploaded, I was like, delete. I do not want that. I do not want anybody else commenting on this. I don't want anybody else listening to this. And we actually went well over 30 minutes. We actually went like 50 minutes. So we might have to make Freaky Friday a little bit longer. Because a lot of people always jump on late. I'm like, y'all can't jump on late with certain things. Certain things, it's done. It's over. You jump on and I be trying to hold on for y'all, the people that just jump on. So, okay, so I think next month, when we do Freaky Friday next month, I'm going to save it and I'm going to upload it to Patreon. And I am going to save it on Patreon and do it as a monthly subscription. Because I thought it was really, 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 really fun. I really enjoyed it. So for those that didn't show up, you missed a really good time. So it was really fun. So I thought it was fun. Yeah, so you got to see me in a different element. So what happened to the time? Oh, the timer was going and it went off. The timer went off and I gave 10 more minutes and then the timer went off and I gave a little bit more time. So it was like 50 minutes. It was almost an hour. So it really was the happy hour. It was supposed to be a happy half hour, but yeah, it ended up being almost an hour. So yeah. Anyway, you guys know I can just go on and on and on and on about nothing really. The live videos are fun because I get that interaction with you guys, and a lot of questions were being asked, and people weren't, at least I didn't see, they weren't too. There was a couple of comments I saw got deleted, but for the most part, it was good. We were having a good discussion. It was adult conversation, and it was a good discussion. I thought it was pretty good. There's so many different things. So, I mean, we can start out with maybe a topic in the beginning, like the first 10 minutes, have an actual topic, stay on topic, and then we can just go for it, It's not everybody's taste. My volume is going in and out. All right, let me put the mic on. I didn't want to wear the mic. Mic sound nice. All right, let me check. Wait, hold on. My finger's going to be in the way for a second. Let me test and check that the volume. Yep, the volume's all the way up. How's this? Is this good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I'm going to have to clip it back on me. Okay. Clip it here. Is that good? Okay. Yeah, anyway, I thought for the most part it was good. Freaky Friday was good. I didn't have any I didn't have any alcohol, so it would have been better had I been drinking. So I'll definitely make sure I have wine time. So I'm in a Vanner family. For those just jumping on, I'm in a Vanner family member's house. She is the lady, Miss C, who set up the library at the library meetup today in Richmond. I'm still in Richmond, and she offered to let me sleep in her driveway tonight, but she went to work because she works nights, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and she left me here in the house. She said, "Oh, just fine, just okay." So she works nights, so she won't be back until the morning. She works 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., but she does have an adult daughter with 2 grandchildren, so they'll be back sometime this evening, I assume. So they're not here right now, but they're little kids, so it's not like tomorrow's, today? Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, so even if they don't come back, it's not like they got to go to school or anything. Anyway, I thought it was very sweet of her, so I'm going to sleep in the van. After this live, I'm going to pack up all my stuff and go outside. But she offered for me to take a shower. I think I'm going to wait and take a shower in the morning, though. So tomorrow morning, I will be heading to where my son lives, just outside of Lynchburg. And I have some packages that came to their house last week while I was at Maria's, several actually. And so I'm going to get the packages. I'm going to give my son his supplements because I ordered a lot of supplements. All my stuff was pretty much depleted. My resources were depleted. I just had a little bit of stuff left. So I'm going to get him his part of the supplements and take mine. And then not sure if I'm going to go tomorrow afternoon up to Northern Virginia or wait till Monday. I'm not sure yet. So, but I'll be back up in Northern Virginia by Monday at my friend's house that lives up there. So, yeah, I'm just trekking along. I'm pretty much staying in Virginia until I get the new van because, you know, I just don't have the money to travel right now. I'm trying to hold on to as much as I can. But, yeah, I want to go do a lot of things next month because, yeah. So July and August would be quite a bit of East Coast traveling, like a lot. So, yeah. Rhonda wants to know, are we going to get a supplement video? I take a ton. Curious about what you're using. You're lucky I saw that. That was not in all caps. No, I'm just playing. I've done a supplement video before, but it was not a separate video. So I guess I'm going to have to do another one because what it was like my morning routine kind of a thing. So it was me getting up. It was me taking my vitamins, washing my face, you know, making my oatmeal, like all that kind of stuff. So you wouldn't be able to find it. So I guess I'm going to have to do an actual supplement video where all I talk about is what I take and title it. I'll have to title it, my let me say hello to everyone. It is my first time viewing live. I have followed Crystal's video since April 30th, so finally catch a live chat. Welcome to a live chat. Okay, Rosalind wants to know what video app. Okay, so I use the Power Director on my Android phone for editing video. So I have a video on this iPhone that I shot that I'm using KindMaster to edit right now. So I'm not a fan of KindMaster, but I'm going to use it because Power Director is not on Apple. So if you have an Apple device, KindMaster is probably the best one. But I feel like Power Director is so easy. Once you're used to Power Director to get on the KindMaster, it's a little bit of a learning curve. But if you've only started with KindMaster, then it's easy. So yeah, I just think there are more steps to KindMaster. I guess I'm saying that right. Here, let me show you a picture of the app. I'm assuming it's KindMaster. This is what it looks like. KindMaster. So if you have iOS or Apple Store, KindMaster is probably the best free, cheap. I mean, you can buy the monthly or the annual subscription, which is really. Someone's saying I'm breaking up. I'm breaking up? Really? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. I'm like right by a window. Let me see how many bars I have. I have like 3 bars, which is normally less than I normally have. Sometimes I'm on lives with 2 bars. I don't have that red bar going across there and I have a bad connection. So it might be you. I'm thinking it might be you. And let me show you a picture of what even though this is an iPhone, I can find the Power Director picture logo. So let me show you what Power Director looks like. Because hold on, images. Because if you have an Android phone, I'm telling you Power Director is the one to get. Where's the logo picture? All right, here it is. So when you look up Power Director in your Android, look for this one that has that blue. This is the one. Darnell says, is that Darnell? Darnell says, guess he's still on the flip phone. Oh my gosh, no. Thank you, M. Yes, hit the like button. There's 59 people chatting or listening or hanging out with us and only 24 likes. If you don't mind real quick hitting that like button, especially before you jump off because maybe we're boring you to death. I don't know. Brittany says checking in before nap. Keep raining, Crystal. Oh, hey, Britt. You were supposed to already be taking a nap. Eduardo says his cell phone is so old that it's a rotary. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So everybody else says that it sounds okay. So then it was just on your end. I'm sorry that you're having a breaking up issue. Normally, I know when I'm breaking up because sometimes it'll get choppy on my screen. And also I'll get a red bar across the top saying bad connection, or the thing will start spinning saying trying to reconnect you. And normally if that doesn't happen, then I'm usually pretty clear. So yeah. Anywho. Any more questions? Any more things you want to talk about or ask related to the channel or some stuff you want to see? Oh, let me take notes because I have this little teeny. So if you guys go to Dollar Tree in the office section has these itty bitty little composition books. And look, they're smaller than my hand. So it's a 3-pack. You get a red one, a green one, and a blue one. So you know what I did is I taped all 3 together to make me a little mini traveler's notebook. And on the red one, I put some red washi tape and some stickers. And then on the green one, I put some cute washi tape and, little stickers that I had and cutouts that I had. So the green one is for finances or money, any money things. Like if I go to the store and buy something, whatever, I'm trying to keep track of I'm not doing a very good job. And then the blue one is also same thing, washi tape, but this is just for regular old notes, just to remember, like a shopping list or a grocery list. The red one is for my business, my YouTube and all that. So, and then I put a piece of Gorilla Tape, even though I glued them together, I put a piece of Gorilla Tape to tape, the spine even more. And then I Gorilla Taped each. So the back cover of one and the front cover of the other are Gorilla Taped together before I covered them with the pretty washi. I did that before I covered them. So it's like 3 little mini notebooks, but each one has a section. Okay, Teresa, I'm sorry you're bored. Goodbye. So yeah, and it's good because this, stays in my purse and it's so little, even though I still use my big, dot grid notebook, I can transfer this stuff over into my dot grid notebook if I want. But I just thought that was a cute little, thing. And I also found what do you call these Post-it notes that had little months on them. So if you go to the Dollar Tree, they also have these, and it's got 3 of each month, which was perfect because I can glue this. So this is June. If I want to, if there's something going on, I can just put a little dot there and then maybe list it over here. So I don't know. I just stuck it in. I didn't use it, but I stuck it in. So what I did is, okay, so like, I'll show you. So the video I did, the challenge, well, I can get another 3-pack and make a video if I put it together. I can definitely do that and then maybe give it away. I can easily do that. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a video of making another one of these and then I'll do a giveaway of the made one. Okay. So you guys can see. I'll do the shopping, going into the Dollar Tree, buying it, all of it. The glue I use, I'll do the whole thing and then I'll do a giveaway. I don't know if I can find that calendar again, but I'll try. But so anyway, so this is what I do for my videos. This is how I have to do because I find that I forget. I'll say like even this live, I'll say, oh, and I'll put this in the description box. And guess what? This video uploads and I go on and watch Netflix and I forget all about putting something in the description box. So now I find that while I'm editing my videos, not so much with the lives yet, I'm going to get better. I promise. So if I ever say in a video you're watching, I'll put something in the description box and you go there and you don't see it, just comment and say, hey, Crystal, you forgot to put XYZ in the description box. Let me know. I don't mind that. If it's done very respectfully, I don't mind you guys calling me on my forgetfulness because I know I have a bad memory. Always have had a bad memory, and it's just getting worse as I get older. So please do that. Don't feel like, oh, she might be offended. No, I won't. It's just a good reminder. So this is what I do for my editing video. So when I'm editing, I have this next to me. or my big one, depending on where I'm editing. Like today, because I edited a video sitting in here, I had my purse with me, so I just grabbed this. If I bring my whole big backpack in with me, which is where my two journals are, my personal journal and my business journal, then I'll pull out the business journal. So what I do for a video, like the video I just did, this was the Timothy Ward video. Remember the video, the tag video? So the video where I just did, where I got tagged by Timothy Ward. So this is what I did. I'll put the title of the video or just something to remind me which video it is. And these are the notes. So what I do is I said, he tagged me on May 27th. So that just was a little reminder. And these are some things that I wanted to list in the description box. So I write down the things I wanted to list in the description box to remind me to list them. And I decided to challenge Uncle Lynn, and then I wrote his channel name down, and Anthony, and I wrote his channel name down. So I did all that. And then when I started editing the video, I wanted to remember to put a link in the description box to the tiny house event that's happening on the 17th. And I wanted to do a link of Bob's video tour of my van, because somebody asked about that. And then I wanted to do a link of my story where last year in Veda for August, I did a video of my story, how I became a van dweller, what made me decide to live in a van. So this is like my little notes. So when I'm sitting here with my cell phone editing, I have my little notebook with me, either one, the big one or this one. And as I'm editing, and sometimes if I want to put a card, see that little, when you're watching YouTube videos, that little eye at the top of the screen, and then words come out the side. And if you click on it, it goes to another video or you get a list. So sometimes I want to put a card. So I'll put a note here saying put card at 3 minutes and 56 seconds. When I talk about something, I want that card to pop up across the screen, or I don't know which side of the screen it pops up on, one of the sides of the screen. So I'll say, put a card at 5 minutes and 60 seconds or whatever like that. So that reminds me when I go on the phone to put the cards in, exactly the minutes and seconds I need that card to pop out at, because who's going to remember that? I have to watch the video again and look at where did I say that? Okay, let me watch the video and see where I said that. Oh, okay, I said it at 1 minute and 50 seconds. But if I have it in a note, I can just scroll to the 1 minute 50 second mark and drop the card there. So I have to, anyway, that's how my mind works. So it just keeps me, so I did a review video. I edited a review video and it's sitting unlisted because I had to give it to the company for them to watch it first, so I don't make it public. So this was the review video for the lumbar support cushion that's coming up. As soon as they sign off and say the video is fine, then, hey, Diana, you're new. I'm new, but I'm here, sometimes quiet. Hey. So, this is for the lumbar support video. So I wanted a card linking to, because it's the same company that I did the coccyx seat cushion. It's the same company gave me the lumbar support to review, because I told them that that's not really an issue I have, but my lumbar I have an issue with when driving. So they sent me a lumbar. So I wanted to put a card at 1 minute and 7 seconds, because that's when I started talking about the coccyx. Remember I did the coccyx review cushion, blah, 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 blah. So when I talk about that, that card's going to pop up at the top of the screen at that point when I'm talking about it. And I also wrote down the music that I use, because I don't want to use the same music video after video. And sometimes I forget which music I've used in which video. So I wrote down the music that I use in the beginning. I used a music called West Coast Trip. And all my music is free, the free YouTube music. If you go into your creator studio on YouTube and then you click on the right where your little picture is, and I don't know if the screen is switched for you or not, but you click on the right where your logo picture is, or your whatever, avatar picture is. And when the box pops up, click on Creator Studio. You go to another screen and there's a list on the left, and go to Create, which is near the bottom of the list. And when you go to Create, it opens up this free music library within YouTube that people who create music just drop their music there. So what I do, okay, bye, Eduardo. So what I do is I click, there are different ways you can search through music: mood, genre, instrument, how many minutes a song is, all that. So But I always click on first where it says attribution or attribution not needed. So attribution means that you have to, bye, Sly. Attribution is when you have to, Patterson and Bill Clinton waiting for her. Okay, bye. Attribution means you have to actually put a link in your description box telling where you got, who wrote the song, and then the link to their channel, whatever. So I usually do the ones that don't require an attribution because most times I just upload like 20 or 30 songs. So I cannot remember which song was with which person and which the link was. I don't get a song the day that I edit a video. I just upload 20 or 30 songs. I use them. When I'm tired of hearing a song, I delete it off my phone and get another one. So that's how I do mine. So I always search by attribution not required, meaning I don't have to give props to the person who created the song. They don't care if I give them props or not. So yeah, I know that kind of sucks. But if I were on a laptop, I would definitely, if I were editing on a laptop, I would definitely be putting the information to the person's song in the description box because I can open a window and kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like pop back and forth. You can't really do that on a cell phone. So yeah, anyway, those are just my tips, tricks, hacks, whatever you want to call them. So I brought this out, and what did I do with my pen? Oh, here it is. So I brought this out because just in case you guys, I say something that I need to put in the description box, I can write it down. So that's why I decided to bring that out in the first place. So note to self, I got to remake this on video so that I can, okay, good night to everyone who's leading me, but don't forget to hit the like button before you go, unless you really, 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 really did not like this video or just completely like, I don't like this video or her. That's fine. You don't have to. But if you do like it or you're vaguely interested in it, can you please hit the like button before you sign off? Bye, guys. So this is, I'm going to put live book club May just to remind me of which video this is. I got you covered on the laptop. Oh, the laptop. Oh, yeah. I really appreciate that. If you could just look at it. If it's not fixable, that's fine. Maybe you can upgrade the netbook or something. I don't know. Oh, okay, Alice. Wait. Oh, Alice, you're not leaving. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying goodbye. I'm not leaving. I was saying goodnight to the ones that was leaving you. Oh, okay. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, Alice. Dislikes give you credit too. Oh, well, I guess that's true. Yeah. That's engagement, right? It's engagement. I was watching this channel today that helps YouTube creators make their channel better for their viewers. And somebody was saying that troll comments, they count as comments. So it was like, yeah, I guess that's true. Any comment is engagement, right? Hi from England. Hi, Audrey from England. Kat wants to know, have I used iMovie? I have not used iMovie on the iPhone. This is the only iProduct I have. Thank you again to Denver for giving me her iPhone 6 Plus, I think it is. Yeah, iPhone 6 Plus phone. I guess she's upgraded and just had it. So I was able to get prepaid service on it. I don't have iMovie. This is only 16 gigs, so I don't have a whole lot going on. So basically what I have to do is, this is my social media phone. So I had to take all my social media apps off of my Android phone because it was filling up. Apparently Android apps, many of them can no longer be put on the SD card. Way back in the day when Android first came out, or was fairly new, or at least to me it was fairly new. Almost every app you had, you could put on a SD card. Now it's very few apps can be put on an SD card because I have a 128 gig SD card that's not even remotely half full. Nowhere near being half full. But I can't put any apps on it because every app you go to try and move has to stay on the internal memory. Like seriously, I only have 16 gigs. So this phone is my YouTube phone and only YouTube. And this phone is my social media phone. So Facebook Messenger, Instagram, my blog posts, all that is done here. This is only for filming and editing and watching. I do have, did I put Hulu on it? I don't remember if I put Hulu on it. I think I took Hulu off because I watched all my shows already. Hold on. There was one question I missed. Okay, Ashley is saying that she can, you can come Monday or Tuesday to Northern Virginia. Oh, I appreciate that, Ashley. I will text you tomorrow. We'll get in touch with each other tomorrow and get a time and a place. We can meet back at that library again if you want. That's a nice library. What was I gonna say? Somebody got distracted by food. Oh, Tosh got okay. So yeah. Roseling. I'm just gonna call you Rosa. Can I just call you Rosa? Rosaling. Okay, Rosaling says, do you primarily use an Android or an Apple phone or an iPad laptop for your YouTube? So I use my Android phone. Every video I have ever, no, except for 2 now. Every video, except for 2 videos out of 400 something videos, actually more than 400 something videos, are shot on my Android phone. I've had 3 different Android phones since I started this journey, and they're all, oh, Rosa is okay. Good. Thank you. Write down the meetup. Oh, write down the text. Not the text. Text her for the meetup. So yeah, Android phone is my preferred. I'd love to be able to use my laptop once it's fixed. Once I have a working computer, I would like to be able to use a computer because there's just so many more features on a computer that I can do for the Power Director that I don't have access to on a cell phone. But I don't think I've done bad considering it's all cell phone. I mean, I'm still going to shoot on my cell phone, but then I can upload the video to the laptop and do some better, more professional looking editing. And it would be quicker because it's a bigger screen and I'm not, contending with sliding things over on that little screen because, when you see the little logo on the bottom of the screen, I have to layer a picture there. Then I have to stretch the picture out through the video, doing it little by little. So this is what I'm doing. So the picture, when it pops up, is only this big, right? Then I have to touch it and I have to stretch it and then slide the video over and stretch it and slide the video over. And if I have a 30-minute video, sometimes that can take me 10 minutes, just making that logo show for the whole video could take me 10, 12 minutes because a little screen. Whereas if I was on the laptop, basically it's just one swipe with a mouse click, it's just different. It would be quicker. And my life is really all online. I can upload, I can manage my t-shirt business better if I have a computer. Because honestly, it's difficult doing the t-shirt stuff, which is why I have just kind of left it. And I guess that's why they're not selling. But I want to revamp the whole t-shirt business, but I just don't want to do it on a cell phone because it's going to take days of work where I could just do where something would take me a week on a cell phone to do, I could probably do in 3 days on my tablet if I really buckled down. Sat, at a McDonald's or a library or something and focused, Anyway, it is what it is, right? All right, text Ashley about meeting. I'm going to put that in parentheses because that's just personal. So Kat says, you do great. Thank you for letting us know how you do it. You give me hope that I don't need zillions of dollars worth of equipment. Oh, no. My very first beginning videos back when I said I will never edit and I will never, ever put music, because that was a big deal for me. I am not editing. I am not putting music. I am not. And had I not found a way to do it on my cell phone, I still wouldn't be doing it because it had to be convenient for me and it had to work with my lifestyle because I don't have a Wi-Fi. So even if I do use my computer, I would have to do all of that on the computer and wait till I'm near Wi-Fi before I could upload it. But at least I can get the editing done on the computer and just have a little stockpile of videos. And when I do have Wi-Fi, okay, I can upload everything as private and then just change it to public as needed. You know what I'm saying? So that would help because the editing process would go quicker, which means I could film more. A lot of times I'm struggling to film because it takes a long time to edit. So And I try and keep videos to about 20 minutes. Sometimes they go longer and sometimes you get shorter ones. It just depends on what's going on in my life. Am I busy? Am I doing stuff? You know, if I'm not doing stuff, yeah. Hazy Free Life says, I just checked your t-shirt out. They are cool. Going to buy one. Yay. Thank you for buying a t-shirt. But yeah, that's my biggest thing. I really, really, really want to revamp my Teespring and Etsy t-shirt stores. I want to just basically have a smaller inventory, even though I don't have the shirts personally. They're done through a drop ship company, but I want to narrow it down to about 20 to 30 shirts that I really, really love and I really think will sell, and keep them at that $20 to $25 price point. And I really think I really think that would make me feel better, because right now there's some t-shirts loaded there because I had bought during Black Friday. I bought this 365 t-shirt designs for like, I don't know, $25. It was on sale for half the price, but it was not even worth the $25 really. Anyway. All right. Sister says, July 1st, I give my 30-day notice with hopes of moving into my vehicle. Is there any advice that I should consider first? Okay, so get a good bed. Get a small storage space to keep some things that you are not 100% sure about keeping. And also just in case it doesn't work. And be prepared to pay for the storage maybe for 3 or 4 months. By 3 or 4 months, you should know if you're going to stick with it or not. And get the smallest one you can get and just pack like Tetris. You know what I'm saying? Pack it in there tight, because you don't want to pay for more than you need to. And make sure you have a good bed, because it will be very frustrating if you're not getting good sleep, because you won't think well and you'll get frustrated and you'll be like, this is not for me. And all you really needed was a really good bed. You can email me if you have questions. Hello, crystalvanner@gmail.com. So email me anytime if you have more specific questions, and we can chat that way. But those off the top of my head is what I'm thinking about. Trini Blue says, are you twisting your hair or what are you doing? I'm not doing nothing. Look at it. Look at my hair. It's really soft and moisturized, but I'm not doing nothing to this hair. So I went to the gym yesterday. Yeah, I went to the gym. I went to Planet Fitness yesterday, so I was able to get it all clean. So it's all clean because I hadn't cleansed it in almost 3 weeks, which I don't use product in my hair, so it doesn't really, I just use a moisturizer and oil. But I don't use gels or anything like that, very rarely. I do have a gel through Hydra Therma Naturals. It's the products that I use, if you're wondering. Hydra. I can write it down so you can see it. They're actually having a sale, I think, right now. Hydra Therma Naturals.com. Oops. So that's how you spell it. Not thermal, but therma. That's how you spell it. Hydra Therma.com, naturals.com. So, and I do have videos. If you go to my playlist, there's hair videos there, and I have pictures, and I show myself doing my wash day routine, all that. Yeah, hello, crystalvano@gmail.com. What is another question? Ashley says, I'm going to have to show you a picture of my husband's podcasting setup. Okay, I would love that. Tasha says, focus and streamlining is always good. Traveling Teresa says, got my porta potty today. Also did the bucket thing for 3 months. Couldn't deal. Yeah, I mean, you have to, it's all good. My biggest thing about the porta potty, it was fine when I was local in Virginia, where I lived and worked, because I knew where all the Don's Johns were in the parks that I could go dump it at. But unless you have specific places where you can go dump your urine, well, it's if you're gonna poop in it, I wouldn't poop in it. Even with the porta potty, I never pooped in it. I just peed in it. I just pooped in a bag. So you just put a bag in there and poop. But anyway, yeah, when you're traveling though, it was like, where the heck am I gonna dump this? Like, it's easier to take a jug, a pee jug, put it in a big tote bag, put it on your arm, go into a Starbucks or a Walmart and use the bathroom, and you take your pee jug and dump it in the toilet there, you know, and you have a little water bottle in the bag with you, so you can dump some water in there and shake it around and dump it in the toilet and put your clean pee jug and your empty little water bottle back in your bag and go back out to your car. And then, you know, that's easier to me. But that porta potty thing, the catchment is huge. Where am I taking that? And it's heavy. That thing is heavy. So I'm like, where am I taking that at? Like, I guess you could stop at rest stops and take it into the rest stops and dump it in the toilet, but there's no concealing it. People know what that is. So yeah, that's why I just gave mine away. Sister says she has free storage. Okay, so perfect. You're good. Alice wants to know, do I have 3X? Oh, the t-shirts. Okay, so when you go into to order the t-shirt, some of them are in big sizes like 2 and 3X. If you find one that you like and it doesn't have a big size, email me because I can go in and make sure that maybe I didn't click something. So email me a picture, you know, screenshot of the one you want and the color and say, I need this in a 3X, but I don't see it, because I can upload it for you and then email you back saying it's uploaded now. Go ahead and find it. But for the most part, I try and do 3Xs. Some shirts some shirts they just didn't carry in 2X when I use my drop shippers. So, you know, anyway. Let me see. Sister says, we'll write soon for more info. Okay. Bibliophile says use kitty litter or sawdust. You cannot use kitty litter or sawdust in the porta potty because the hole to dump the porta potty is like this big. So if you plug up your porta potty with kitty litter or sawdust, that is going to be the grossest thing ever. You can use it in a bucket system, yes, which I'm considering doing. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But you can't. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, she doesn't want to use her bucket. She says she tried it for 3 months. She doesn't want to do it. She bought a porta potty. So yeah. Oh, so you're saying put it. Okay, so the only thing about putting a bag, if you've never seen one of the camp porta potties, if you put a bag in it, it's not very deep. So if you put a bag in it and then put kitty litter in it and then sit on it, your butt's going to be touching stuff. So I'm just saying, it's not as deep as a regular toilet or a bucket. It's very shallow because you open that flap and then that little hole opens for you to pee and poop in. So it's like this deep. The flap opens in the middle. You open the flap thing, the flap opens in the middle and it goes down into the big catchment, and then you close you do the little flush thing. If you have a porta potty like I did, I had a little push action flush thing in fresh water. It has a freshwater tank and a bottom gray tank, or I guess it's a black tank because you're pooping in it if you poop in it. But so I don't see how, because it was precarious for me to put a bag in to poop in it, because I didn't poop in my porta potty. I just peed in it. But when I did have to poop in it in an emergency, I put a bag in it, and I kind of had to hold myself up because it's very shallow. So if you are pooping, your butt's going to touch the poop. So I don't understand how you guys are using kitty litter in those porta potties, because it's not deep like a toilet. It's very shallow. So I don't understand. You need a good porta potty. There are different sizes. I mean, okay, whatever. I'm in a minivan. I'm not going to have a porta potty ever again because it's too big. So I don't need nothing. I am good as good can be with my bucket system. It works perfectly well for me. It is very space saving. My 1 gallon vinegar bottle works well as a pee jug. The funnel sits right there. It's got that, what do you call it? That, shoot, what's that top, the toilet top. Dang it, I can't remember. Anyway, it works perfectly fine for me. So I'm perfectly happy. So no. Let me go back. Ashley said, so what you guys are saying is my cat and I can share the toilet on the road. That's funny. Okay. Gear tie, luggable loo. Yeah, that's it. The luggable loo top. I was like, what is the top name? Thank you very much, Rosa. So the luggable loo top works perfectly fine with the 5-gallon bucket, the luggable loo top, and my bag hangs in the back and my gallon jug in the video. I'll try and come back. Let me write that. I'll try and come back and put the card here. So we're at 1 hour and 11 minutes. So card at 1 hour, 11 minutes, 00 seconds. So I'll try and put the card here for that video that shows how I made my bucket toilet. Yeah. So I'm not using I'll do the updated one because I don't use the gear tie anymore. I have those little teeny weeny cup hooks on the outside. So when I put the bag on, I can just hook it to the cup hooks. I don't need the gear tie anymore. Someone says moving into my Jeep Patriot. Oh, okay. A Jeep Patriot. I don't know what that looks like, but okay. Yeah, it's very, very doable because the 5-gallon bucket, I could see, well, it depends on if you are one of these people like me. When I moved into my Jeep, because I had a Jeep first, and it was a 2000 GMC Jimmy, which is basically a Chevy Blazer. I took the seats out, like out. I did not lay them flat. I took them out. And some people don't want to take their seats out. I mean, I get that, but if you've got somewhere you can store them, a friend's house, a shed, a small little storage unit locker at, the regular place you pay, it's best to just take them bad boys out. Just take them seats out because that's just so much room that you can use for storage and for putting a toilet, a 5-gallon bucket can, if you take the back seat out, the depth of where the seat is, you could sit a 5-gallon bucket there and there it is, boom, a toilet. So if you're able to and willing to take your seats out, take them bad boys out. Just take them out. What? Bibliophile is saying has a different system now too. Okay. Yeah, Ashley has a Ford Flex. McDonald's allows you to dump your waste. I would not feel confident walking into a McDonald's with the porta potty cassette, the tank. No, I would not do that because those tanks are huge. No. I mean, I would do it with like I said, my bag, with my pee jug and my little water bottle, but it's in a bag. So nobody knows I'm going to the bathroom. That could be my purse. So, but I would not feel confident walking in there with my actual porta potty thing. Like, seriously? I'm just going to walk in there. I'm going to dump it. And you can't rinse it out because the hole is this big that you dump out of. So, I mean, and my tank was probably this square and this deep. Even if I dumped it every day, I still have to walk around with that big old plastic huge thing, I don't know. Whatever. Yes, stealth. No way with the cassette. Sister says my storage is my son's 10x10 garage. Oh, well, there you go. Anyway, it's a personal preference. It really is. Some people want a real feel toilet because you do get the fresh water and you do get the black water tank together and you do get a flush feel and it's nice and solid. And trust me, like I said, I had a porta potty for almost a year. So I get it. I understand the appeal. Actually more than a year, almost 2 years. But I don't know. I don't miss dealing with that tank. I really don't. I don't miss it because I can be anywhere and dump my pee jug. To be honest, I've dumped my pee jugs at a rest stop. It's just I can go anywhere and dump my pee jug and not feel bad about it at all. But that tank, I used to dread dumping that tank, and I dumped it every other day. So I wasn't even, and I was only peeing in it 2 times a day. First thing in the morning and the last pee at night, because I used to stay at my job till like 10 o'clock at night. The school was open till 11. The custodians were there till 11, and I would stay until 10 o'clock at night on the computer, having free Wi-Fi, all that, eating my food because I had a way to cook and everything, and I had refrigerator and everything, freezer at work. So trust me, I understand. I only peed in it twice a day, and I dumped it every other day. So we're not talking a lot of pee, but still, it's the container, It's like, okay, I got to go to the Don's John, and I would rotate parks. So every other day I would be at a different park dumping it. You just go in. If they didn't have, like, one park had just porta potties, the big porta potties, the Don's Johns. One park had regular restrooms, and I take it in there, and you just go, and I would go after work. So anyway, it is what it is. Again, personal preference. I don't have an issue. My toilet is very solid. My 5-gallon bucket is very tall, which is why I upgraded to the 5-gallon bucket from the 2-gallon bucket that I was using was too small, too short. But the 5-gallon bucket is much taller now. It's very solid under me. If I got to poop, I feel very comfortable sitting on it and just letting it rip, bag it up, tie it out, go throw it in the trash can like a doggy poop bag, it's whatever. Please don't give us measurements. Measurements? I didn't say anything. What? I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. 3 cup. Wait, hold on. 3 cup bottom in the 5-gallon pot may be a little problem. I don't understand what you're saying, Alice. Hey, Pishon. Anyway, well, these are real problems that people have to deal with. Where do I go to the bathroom is always the biggest issue because people always fear that. And I think that's people's biggest fear is, where do I go to the bathroom? Because people always fear the middle of the night bathroom. Because they feel like during the day, you can pee anywhere. There's coffee shops, there's restaurants, fast food restaurants, there's the mall, there's parks with porta potties or Don's Johns. Here in Northern Virginia, we call them Don's Johns because the company says is Don's John. So we call it the big, the regular tall porta potties you find at the park. We call those Don's Johns. So, yeah, so there's places to use the bathroom during the day, but people always fear at night when I'm all closed up in the van or the car or the whatever, where do I go to the bathroom? Especially as you get older, you have to go in the middle of the night at least once. And so I get that. So you want to make sure that you have a solid plan, or at least a semi-solid plan, because you're going to probably change it 2 or 3 times before you get what you like. I mean, I'm a testament to that. And almost everybody that I've talked to that has been in their vehicle, and I'm not talking about people with RVs who have built-in toilets that change their regular toilet to a composting toilet. Woo-hoo-hoo, such a problem. That's not a problem. I'm talking about people living in little teeny vehicles, Priuses and minivans and Jeeps who have to really, really figure out a toileting issue, not an issue in an RV. So, I mean, even if you put a bag in your RV toilet, that's still not an issue. It really isn't. Not like us people with little vehicles have to deal with. So I get that you really want to find a place to use a bathroom. I get it. Rhonda's saying, emergency party, you don't want to be vulnerable in the middle of the night. Bibliophile saying you want to be safe in emergency party after that. Yes, you don't want to get out of your vehicle if you can avoid it. I don't get out. I've said that many, many, many times. I do not get out of my vehicle at rest stops. When I pull into a rest stop, I immediately put my windshield shade thing in, and I jump in the back. I do not get out of my vehicle and go around. I stay in my vehicle, and I use my bucket toilet and I close everything up as soon as I get to the rest stop and jump in the back. Now, once I'm in the back, I, pussyfoot around and watch Netflix or, put my pajamas on, whatever, brush my teeth. I do all that, cook something to eat, whatever. But once I'm closed up, nobody knows who's in there. They don't know if there's one person in there, two people in there. They don't know if it's a man, a woman, or what. They don't know. They probably guess it's a woman because you can see the stuff I have hanging in my windows and sides in the back. It's most likely a woman, but they don't know if I'm with someone. It could be a couple. They don't know. They don't know if I have a gun. They don't know how big I am, how strong I am. They don't know anything. Black, white. They don't know anything about me because I quickly jump in the back before anyone can even notice. And I always back in. Even though those parking spaces at rest stops are slanted for pulling in, I don't care. I park a little further down from everyone else and I back in because if stuff goes south in the middle of the night, I'm jumping in the driver's seat and I'm hauling tail back on the highway. So I back in everywhere. I just prefer to back in. It's how I was taught how to drive. I always back in. It's just easier. When you're ready to leave, you can just pull out. You don't have to be worried. And my back window is covered. So I don't want to be backing out of a parking lot at, Target, Walmart, Kmart, grocery store, not being able to see. Because, people just walk behind cars all random, And so, yeah, I always back in when I park. Going back up. P. Sean says, laughter is the best medicine, but this is something to actually think of. It's serious but interesting conversation. Okay. Bibliophile is saying, oh, they had an Astro in the beginning. Okay, that's fine. M says, Ashley, I want one, but it's expensive. I don't know what that was you guys were talking about. Alice says, I was saying a 3X. Okay, I don't know. Are we still talking about t-shirts? Ashley says a Dometic is more important to me. Oh, the Dometic refrigerator? Okay. Kat wants to know what's wrong with rest stops. I have had a problem, but wondering if I should rethink. I've never had an issue at a rest stop. I've heard of people having issues at rest stops, but I think maybe that's one of the reasons why I don't have an issue with rest stops is because I don't get out of my vehicle. So maybe that's why I've never had an issue. I don't get out of my vehicle to use a rest stop bathroom unless I'm just stopping literally in the middle of the afternoon, stopping to pee and getting back on the highway. But if I'm going to park there overnight, I do not get out of my vehicle. Rhonda says, so smart to back in. Thanks for the tip. Yep. Sister says, I already have my blackout curtains. Yes, always back in as well. A habit left over from my bus driver days. Yep. M is saying, thankfully my rig came with a Dometic 3-way fridge and it works. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I rarely miss having a refrigerator. Yes, I have to shop more often every, 3 days or so, but I don't mind because it forces me to eat my food. So I don't waste very, very much food. Whereas if I had a fridge, I would probably buy more than I need. And it would sit in the fridge, and then I'd look in the fridge and be like, oh, that's gone bad now. I can't eat it. I'm forced to kind of eat my food now because I don't want it to go bad, and it goes bad so quickly. Oh, Alice is worried about her 3X bottom on a 5-gallon bucket. Oh. Okay, that's what you're talking about. I don't know. I know some big women at the RTR who had buckets, so I'm assuming that it will work. There were some bigger women who had the 5-gallon bucket with the Lugabaloo top as their toilet in vans bigger than mine and in cars smaller than mine. So I'm assuming that it will work. So I don't, where you guys should go for a little more details is if you go to cheaprvliving.com, there's a forum there and there's a section just for women. I bet you could ask some of these questions there and because I can't answer some questions. I can only speak to my experience. So I would say go there because a lot of the women at the women's RTR were talking about the forum. So I think a lot of them are on that forum and I really should join it. I really should. But again, that's something that where a computer would be so much easier to do, because when you want to type chat in a forum, you really want to be on a computer, because for typing like that, you know, trying to do it on the phone with either one finger, and I don't do the double thumb thing. I don't know how people do that. I do love my Android because it swipes. I found myself trying to swipe on this Apple phone, and I was like, wait, they don't have swipe? What the heck? Is that a keyboard I can get? Because I like doing the swipe. Swipe texting, you know, you want to do a word, so you just go through all the letters, raise your finger, go through the next word. What the heck? There's no swiping? It was like trying to swipe and it didn't do anything. And I was like, wait, you mean to tell me Apple don't have a swipe? This is another reason why I stopped away from Apple back when they did the first iPhone 4. I went to Android after that. So many things about Apple is disappointing. But I was like, there's no swipe. They trying so hard to be like Samsung. You could at least do a swipe keyboard. So I'm going to have to check into that. I'll look at some YouTube videos and see if there's a review of a swipe keyboard. Anywho. My light seems like it went dim or something. I don't know. Let me take this filter off. I do have the filter on. There, let me take the filter off. That's a little bit brighter, sort of, kind of. I don't know. Whatever. Someone's saying what? Kat says, yes, you can get a Bluetooth keyboard. I'm using one now. Okay, so the only thing that I don't like about a Bluetooth keyboard, because I had one and I gave it to someone, is when you're typing on a Bluetooth keyboard, at least the one I had, the spell check thing doesn't pop up. You know how when you spell something wrong, it gives you the choices across above. Okay, good night, Bibliophile. You know how when you're typing on your regular cell phone keyboard, across the top, you'll get those 3 choices of words if you spell something wrong, or the next, you know, what it thinks you're trying to type. I found that my keyboard, when it was Bluetooth on, that was not an option. It did not pop up with that. And because the way my spelling is sometimes, I kind of need that. So I was like, I don't want this keyboard if it's not going to help me with my spelling. So I gave it to someone. I gave it to somebody else. I was like, here, you can have this. I actually gave it to Miss M too, that was in Texas. I gave it to her because she had gotten a new iPad from someone. So I gave it. Bye, Biblo. Anyway, so unless I can find a Bluetooth keyboard that allows me to do that, then I'm just not going to bother. Yeah. And it's just one more device you have to charge, you know? It's like, I got to remember to charge it, you know? So I wasn't really using it. The same thing with the wireless Bluetooth headphones. One, they won't stay in my ears. I have teeny weeny little ear canal, and it's like, they won't stay in. And then I don't really think you should be wearing that Bluetooth around your neck, but you find yourself wearing it around your neck. I'm like, those Bluetooth waves are like going into my neck. What if I get some kind of tumor on my neck? That's like the women that stick the cell phone in their bra. I had to tell my friend in Northern Virginia to stop doing that. So you're going to give yourself breast cancer. Those waves from the phone and going right into your chest like that, that cannot be good. She always does that. She just sticks it down in her bra. I'm like, please stop doing that. I don't understand. We've been on for an hour and a half. How are you, delicately blessed? So I'm like, please stop doing that. You know, don't stick the cell phone down in your bra. It's just laying on your chest. And you've got your location settings on. You've got your Bluetooth on, because she wears a Bluetooth headset that she keeps on all the time, and her cell phone stuck in her chest. So she's got Bluetooth waves into her ear and brain and Bluetooth into her chest. And I'm like, that cannot be good for you. Please stop doing that. And so she keeps that Bluetooth headphone on all the time. Oh, you were at a wedding? Well, congratulations to the new couple. That's nice. Yeah, don't forget, so many people leaving. We need like 10 more people to hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet. Before you leave, make sure you hit it. Or if you just joined us, hit it. If you've just been sitting here listening and you haven't hit it yet, please hit that like button for me real quick, because I'm going to be getting off fairly soon, like another 10 minutes or so, because I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I actually slept well last night at the Cracker Barrel. I was at the Cracker Barrel here in Richmond, and I slept very well. It was very lit. It was very bright. So I had to make sure all the curtains were, but I didn't hear anything. So it was like a Cracker Barrel, and there was like a hotel next to it and a couple other little shops. So it was nice and quiet. I have never had an issue staying at a Cracker Barrel so far. I've even gone inside and bought something to eat, but not every time do I buy something to eat. So, yeah. Kat says, have I ever considered using a child's potty chair with a bag? It's just too low. The bucket that I had, the first bucket that I had was short. And I found that my knees, especially when I go to use the bathroom, either in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, my knee is so stiff. And it's quite painful to get down that low and then try and get back up. So I went to a 5-gallon, because I never had a 5-gallon toilet. I've had a 5-gallon gray tank, which my sink sits in. I use a Dollar Tree huge mixing bowl as my sink basin, and those things sit right inside of the 5-gallon bucket. So you don't need, it just sits right there. And this time around, I did not drill a hole in the, because I can replace that, every 6 months or so. I had one cracked. It cracked on me the other day because I was just too rough handling it, and it cracked on the side, and I was like, dang it. So, but I had a second one already in my van, actually a third one. So I have a blue, huge salad bowl thing. I don't know if it's salad bowl, mixing bowl. I don't know what it is, but it's huge. It's one of the biggest bowls of Dollar Tree sells. So I have a blue one. That's my bathroom or my bathing one. And then I have the red one that I do my dishes in. Because for me, and I know I have a slight bit of OCD-ness, it's not real serious OCD, but there's a little bit of things that just bother me that seem OCD-ish to me. So this is a self-diagnosed thing. But I cannot have my food and dishes in the same sink that I am washing my body. I feel like that's disgusting. Even if I do clean it out, I feel like for me, that's disgusting. So I have 2 bowls. The red one is for kitchen and the blue one is for bathroom. So when I wash up, I take, sitting in a 5-gallon bucket, there's a bowl, just sits in the top. It doesn't fall down. It just sits right on the top. It has just enough edge to sit right on top. So I take the kitchen bowl out and sit it on top of the porta potty, my 5-gallon toilet, because I have a luggable loo top, which has a top like a toilet lid. Close that, put the kitchen bucket on top. Then I get the bathroom bucket from underneath where it stays and stick it on top of the sink area or the gray tank area. And that's my washing up bucket. So I use that. I put water in it. Now I don't heat my water anymore because it's hot outside. I don't mind taking a cool water bath. It's fine. Cool wash up rather. So I wash my face, and I use a clean washcloth every single day. I have about 20 white washcloths. I got those packets of 10 washcloths from Walmart when they had them. They're like $5 for 10 washcloths. I think it's 10, something like that, 10 or 12. Anyway, I have 2 packs of those. So I use a clean washcloth every single day. Every single day. So I wash my face first, and then I rinse it. And when I need to dump the water out of the sink, I just take the bucket out and dump it into the gray and sit it back inside. I don't have holes drilled in it. In the beginning, I had holes, but sometimes you want the water to pool. You want to rinse the washcloth out, but I don't want to waste water just running because I only have a 3-gallon water thing. So I don't want to run water. So I will put water in the basin of the sink and swish the rag around and wring it out and then dump the dirty water into the gray tank. So that's my blue washing up bucket. And when I'm done washing up, I take that bowl, and I spritz it with vinegar, and I sprinkle baking soda so it all foams up real good. And then I spritz it with vinegar again, and I have a rag, one of my microfiber rags, and I wipe it out, and then I put it away. And then I put the kitchen bucket back on top of the gray tank, which is another 5-gallon bucket. It's a blue 5-gallon bucket. So I have a blue 5-gallon bucket for my sink kitchen. And then I have a white 5-gallon bucket that for my porta potty. Just because, you know, toilets are white and I wanted a white one. I didn't want a blue one. If they had a red one, I would have got a red one. I haven't found a red 5-gallon bucket. Only Home Depot has the orange one, but they have that big square on it that says let's do it. I thought about getting one of those and putting another do and so it said let's do it for doo-doo since it was a toilet. But anyway, that's what I do. So for me, I cannot have kitchen sink and bathroom sink be one. Even though I clean it, it would just bother me. It would bother me just to know that body parts have been washed in the same basin or the same sink. It's like you live in a house. You have a kitchen sink. You don't wash up in your kitchen sink. No, you go wash up in the bathroom sink. So anyway, that's how I do it. That's just for me. That's just for my sanity. That's what I do. Rhonda says Firehouse Subs has red buckets. Ooh, really? I might have to go get me a red bucket. Do I have any videos of the SUV? Oh yeah, go all the way to the beginning. If you go to the Vanner Fanner binge watch list, it starts with the oldest video. So you can watch my videos in order. I did that on purpose. So you can start from the very first video, last night in the house, all the way through now. So yeah, there's plenty of them. So they're only two or $3. Oh, I might have to go get me a red bucket. Ooh, Ashley, why did you tell me that? Do they have writing on them? Because my blue bucket is a Lowe's bucket. So I decided the white bucket is a Walmart bucket, but I had that one. I am so with you, Crystal. I am making face washcloths 100% natural. So I use the white washcloth. So once I wash my face and I rinse the washcloth out, then I soap it up again, and then I do my neck, shoulders, back, arms, upper body. Then I rinse it again. Then I do my lower body. So I sit on a towel, a beach towel, one of my beach towels. I put that on my bed while I'm sitting there washing up. So then I do it in sections. So my face is first because I don't want any other stuff touching the washcloth before I do my face. So I do my face first, you know, rinse the washcloth out. Then I do my ears, neck, shoulders, back, all that. Then I rinse it. Then I rinse that off. Then I do the lower body, and then I rinse the washcloth again. Then I do my feet. So my feet are last. Go figure. Anyway, so when I wash up my whole body. I don't just hit the hot spots. Some people wash up, they just do their face, their neck, underarms, and the crotch, and the butt, and that's it. No, I have to wash everything. So I wash up every day. I take a shower twice a week. So Wednesdays and Sundays are usually my shower days. If I'm able to shower more, I do. But for me, it's just, twice a week is fine. I mean, unless I'm doing something really strenuous outside sweaty funkiness, there's no need to take a shower every day. Rhonda says the buckets smell like pickles. No, I don't want a pickle bucket then. Never mind. I would not like that smell, especially in the hot van and have that sour pickles. No, that's okay. I love pickles. I will eat pickles all the time, but I'm not going to smell that in the hot van, that pickly smell. No, that's okay. That's all right. I don't want it. I wonder how would you get rid of a pickle smell? How would you do that? I guess if I dumped a gallon of vinegar and a box of baking soda in there and let it sit overnight, maybe. I don't know how you would get rid of the pickle smell. But yeah, that's okay. I don't want a pickle bucket. That's okay. I'll just stick with my blue Lowe's bucket. I didn't want that to be, I didn't want the gray tank to be a white bucket. And the reason being is sometimes there's residue. Even though I wash it, there's still sometimes you can see a faint residue to it, even though I do wash it when I dump it. So salt or baking soda, Ashley says. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about salt. Because I use vinegar and baking soda for everything. I didn't think about salt. I don't even own salt. I don't even carry salt. I don't even use salt. So yeah. Miss Harris says now she wants pickles. Hey, Simply Natural. Rhonda says she does not remember the smell staying. Okay. Well, I might get it. If it does stink after, if I can't get rid of the smell, then I'll just give it away. Get rid of it. No biggie. But a red bucket instead of the blue would be nice. I would like that very much. That means I gotta give away the blue bucket. Give away the blue bucket. Can't keep the blue bucket. Definitely don't need 5-gallon buckets, that's for sure. Anywho, all right, what else? We've talked about pottying. We've talked about my sink setup and bathrooming, washing up. What else? Anybody else got something they're curious to know about? Just rate it PG. Save those questions for Freaky Friday next month. When is Freaky Friday next month? Let me pull up the calendar. I don't remember. I think I got to put that in the bottom of the Freaky Friday video. Let me put a note to self. All right, I can unplug this. All right, Freaky Friday for July is the 13th. Ooh, Freaky Friday is going to be on a Friday the 13th. Oh, Lord, we're going to really need some alcohol. Okay, bye, M. Ashley says giveaway. I don't know if I'm going to give away a bucket because I'm not mailing a bucket to nobody. I can't even imagine. Woo. Have I ever thought about growing herbs in the van? Nope, I kill plants, so no. Any reason that I chose a 5-gallon instead of a smaller one? Same reason I said before. It's just too short. I had a smaller bucket. It was too short. My knee hurts. The getting up from that was difficult. And I had a really hard time finding a 3-gallon. I think I had a 2-gallon. Someone said a 3 or 4-gallon. The Lugabaloo top fits one of those or both of those. I could have gone with a 4-gallon probably, but I couldn't find one and I didn't want to order one. What motivates me to stay in the nomad lifestyle? Freedom. Hey, Julia. Freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Because without it, I would not be able to afford to travel. If I were somewhere, especially if I stay in Northern Virginia, I would definitely have to have a roommate or I would have to rent a room from someone because I could not afford on my salary to live by myself in a 1-bedroom apartment. And then I would never be able to travel ever because all of my money basically would go to rent. Miss Harris wants to know what foods will keep well and longer. Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know because I don't keep foods long. So I eat a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and I eat them same day or next day. The only non-perishable things I keep are like rice. I make sure I keep crackers. I make sure I keep a couple of cans of sardines, a couple of pouches of plain tuna. What else? I have a couple of those Indian vegetarian meals that you boil in a pot of water, the pouch meals. They are usually either vegetarian or vegan. You can find those really easy on Amazon. But when I buy fresh fruits and vegetables, I eat them same day or next day. Pickle soup. Oh, that doesn't even sound appetizing to me at all. No. So Firehouse, subs, red bucket. There was something else I was supposed to write down and now I don't remember. Oh well. Thank you, Sweet Tea. Miss Sweet Tea. Oh no, I can't grow a cactus. I killed a cactus before. I don't do plants. Alicia wants to know how good is the slip with the VO5 conditioner? I need a new cold wash product. You've seen how curly my hair is, so it gets tangled. Oh, the slip on the VO5 is excellent. Excellent. And it's only $1. It's only $1. Get the Moisture Milks line. I've never used the other conditioner. So it's the VO5 and it says Moisture Milks. And there's like a strawberry one and another one. Dollar Tree always has the strawberry one. So that's the one I always end up getting. So Moisture Milks is what it'll say on the front. Excellent, excellent, excellent slip. Like ridiculously slip. Okay? Like chew. Just straight through. As soon as you put it on, boop, right through. If you have single strand knots, you take your your fingers and whatever you do for your single strand knots, which I always have a lot of single strand knots because I rarely comb my hair. I comb my hair on cleanse day and that's about it. I sometimes finger detangle here and there, but for the most part I don't, which is why I need to get locks. I just need to get locks. So the sister that's going to do my locks is in Atlanta, and I have to call her in a few days and make arrangements to get back down there sometime next month. That'll be one of my trips that I'll take, is back down to Atlanta. So yeah, the slip is excellent. So yeah. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, whatevers before we get off, because I'm tired. Yeah, I said if I don't get locks, then I'm just gonna shave it. Yeah, it's just hair. I have big chopped 4 or 5 times. I've lost count. 4 or 5 times. And one time I big chopped, I had a 1/2 inch of hair all over my head, and I can easily go bald, I'm sure, and be perfectly happy. Perfectly happy. I don't care. It's just hair. It's like the older I get, the less I care about that kind of stuff. I've never been a makeup wearer. I tried wearing makeup as a teen because that's what I thought girls were supposed to do. But it was annoying and frustrating, and so I don't wear it. Your kids think you're joking about getting a van? Okay, who cares? Just get it and don't pay them no, never mind. Rhonda says, I have the knottiest hair on the planet. I'm such a lazy natural. I'm going to have to cut it. Yeah, just cut it. It's hair. It's going to definitely grow back. That's for sure. Is she going to start your locks with 2-strand twists? I am 1-year lock. No. So the way I'm doing my locks is I'm cheating. My locks are going to look mature, but I'm not adding hair. So they're going to be very short, but she is going to take my hair and she's going to basically knot it up. I'm not sure which technique she's going to use, but she's basically going to make me a mature lock with my hair. I told her I don't want to add hair. I know that means I'm going to probably have itty bitty little short locks, but yeah, I don't care because I can't wait. I tried with 2-strand twisting my hair and I didn't make it quite a month before I was like, I'm done. I can't. It looks so bad. So I want my locks to look mature right away. Even if that means they're only 1 inch tall, I don't care. Journey says, new to your channel, love your life off grid. I'm getting info because I am thinking about it. Your channel helps at Crystal Savannah. Thank you so much. So that's how I'm doing my locks. I'm cheating. Cheryl wants to know, have you tried a no water shampoo? You mean dry shampoo? No, that's not for black people. I'm sorry, it's not. Dry shampoos are not for black people. Not a natural. If you have a relaxer, you could probably do that. But for a natural person to use that powder dry shampoo, you are not getting your hair detangled with that mess. And you really got to brush it out. I used to use the powder shampoos for some of the adults in the adult daycare where I worked. We would do that sometimes for them when they came in with their hair looking really, really greasy. And, you could tell they weren't really being cared for. We had some powder shampoo and you put it in, sprinkle it in, and then brush it out. But, they were Caucasian, older women with thin little hair. And so it sucks up the grease and the oil and stuff. But that's not for us. No, that is not for us. No. No. I wouldn't even use that in a pinch. I mean, when I can go to the Dollar Tree and spend $1 and get the VO5. And it cleanses my scalp because, like I said, I don't use product. So if you don't have product in your hair, you're not using gels and mousses and a bunch of crap. It's perfectly fine to co-wash your hair. If you are using those kinds of things, then you're gonna want to use a shampoo, but use a sulfate-free shampoo if you have to use a shampoo. And Hydrotherma Naturals has a sulfate-free line. She has a whole line of sulfate-free stuff. Alice says oatmeal you can't eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, I have oatmeal and I can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love oatmeal because I put fruit in my oatmeal. Whatever fruit I have, tangerines, bananas, berries, I put it in my oatmeal. I put craisins in my oatmeal. I could eat oatmeal all day long, and I have. There have been times where I haven't had money and all I had was oatmeal. Just eat oatmeal. Put cranberries, craisins in it and eat it. Ashley says, I don't use them. You can train your hair to be not so greasy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you can get a squirt bottle, you know, with the pointed tip, you know, that they use for hair color, and put a little bit of vinegar and water in there, apple cider vinegar and water, and you can part your scalp and put that in your scalp just a little bit, and use a washcloth and cleanse your scalp. Part your scalp, put a little bit of that, cleanse your scalp with the washcloth, wipe your scalp with the washcloth, or just put the vinegar and water, dip the washcloth in it. Like I don't have a piece of fabric. Yeah, I do. Use my skirt. Put your finger on the washcloth, your 2 fingers. Get a bowl with some vinegar, apple cider vinegar and water. Get the organic stuff. Pay a little more for the organic apple cider vinegar. Dip your rag in there. Part your scalp. Cleanse your scalp. Part your scalp. You know, part of the next section. Cleanse your scalp. Dip it in there. You know, get another section. When that section gets dirty, get another section of the washcloth. Cleanse your scalp. So if you don't want to wet all your hair, that's fine. And you just want to clean your scalp, that's the best way to do it. Do not use that dry shampoo. Don't do it. 11 Phase 11 says, your candor and honesty makes you so likable. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's the only way I can be. I'm pretty much the same. I cuss more in person. That's about it. But I'm pretty much the same. I'm louder probably, and I cuss more. That's probably the only difference. I'm very animated, I think, sometimes in public too. I try and keep my self-restraint because I'm watching myself. I can see myself. When you're talking to someone face to face, you can't see yourself. You can't see what they're seeing. But just know that's the bipolar that's not medicated. That's all. The loud, the animated. Sometimes I find myself cutting people off because I want to answer before they finish asking a question, or I want to jump in. And so that's just my bipolar. That's just my non-medicated bipolar. That's all. So just know that I'm not really rude. It's just that's part of it. But I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Don't forget, guys, thumbs up. We're going to get off this live. We've been on here almost 2 hours, y'all. Almost 2 hours. 2 hours. 2 hours. What time is it? My throat hurts. I'm going to have some tea. It's almost 10 o'clock. It's past bedtime. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up. I love you guys so much. Thank you for always jumping on and watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and like before you jump off. And let's see, tomorrow's Sunday, so there's no video tomorrow. And then Monday, so you'll get a new video on Tuesday. Okay? Look for a new video on Tuesday. But, you know, if I'm bored, I might jump on a live. Who knows? I do that sometimes from time to time just to keep you guys on your toes and just because I got nothing else better to do. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.